Hi, I'm Keisha Dixon, the tapping queen, helping you to tap into your success. So, I want to ask you, what is your definition of success? What would make you feel like you have achieved success? For every person, it's completely different, isn't it? It really is. For some people, success might be leaving that corporate job and leaping into full time your entrepreneurship. For other people, it might be losing 50 pounds. For some, it might be manifesting that relationship full of love. I want to tell you a story that has been happening in my household with my daughter Madison. She's 8 years old. And for, I would say, 3 or 4 months now, she has been wanting to go to Paris. Been wanting to go to France. And even like her reading teacher said, during downtime, she asked if she can see pictures of the Eiffel Tower on the teacher's tablet. So she's been providing her pictures of the Eiffel Tower. And Madison she really wants to go to France. And that's all she talks about. Now, this is a little girl who has never even been on a plane. And we live in Pennsylvania. So I don't know where she's picked this up from, but she really wants to go to France. And it's all she talks about. I'm going to go to Paris. I'm going to go to Paris for my 9th birthday. For Christmas, I bought her because she's so excited about this, and she's sharing how much she wants to go and see the Eiffel Tower. For Christmas, I bought her a statue of the Eiffel Tower to put on her bedside table, and she's just like ecstatic about this. And she's doing something that we don't typically do, and that's talk about our dreams and our desires. There is no question of what Madison's version of success right now for herself would be, is to get her butt to the Eiffel Tower for her 9th birthday, which is coming up this year. And she's telling everybody. She's talking about it. She's using her imagination. She asked me to buy her a beret. She is speaking with a French accent. Everything is Paris, Paris, Paris. So her enthusiasm and her imagination about this trip has just been so contagious that I found myself at work talking to a coworker, a lovely lady, a coworker, about, oh yeah, Madison keeps talking about Paris and she really wants to go to Paris and she just got a statue of the Eiffel Tower and everything is Paris, Paris, Paris. And we had a great conversation about that and about her imagination. Now, Christine has never met my daughter, but I was excited for Maddie because it's all she talks about. So now I'm talking about it for her as well. Well, recently, my coworker sent me a package for Madison, who she's never met. And inside of it was a coloring book of Parisian scenes, including the Eiffel Tower, 100 gel pens for her to color in this coloring book, a lovely note saying, I wish you the best bon voyage when you go to Paris, a children's French-English dictionary, and some other goodies were in that. And so I started to tear up because it was such a kind thing to do for a little girl who she's never met, right? Very kind. And I brought that home to Madison and I said, Madison, look, my coworker got this for you because she knows you really want to go to Paris. She's like, oh, tell her thank you. And we just bought a thank you card, and Maddie wrote in the thank you card, merci beaucoup. You're very kind and nice, Madam Christine. And I was just like, she's so into this Paris trip. But as I'm watching her write her thank you note, I'm thinking, there is a serious lesson in here from this little 8-year-old girl who's never been on a plane, but has set in her mind that success for her right now is going to look like her going to Paris. And she's doing something that a lot of us as adults, even adults who are into positive affirmations and manifesting things, that we just don't do, and we don't do naturally because of some limiting beliefs that we have. And that is, she is enthusiastically engaging her imagination on what this trip is going to look like and what she's going to do and what she's going to say and what she's going to wear and what her ideal day for her birthday is going to be like in Paris and where she's going to go. She's going to go on the Eiffel Tower and what she's going to eat. She is actively engaging her imagination for this trip to Paris. Now, she doesn't even have an allowance. So she doesn't know how she's going to get this trip together, but she knows that she's going. She just knows that she's going. And not once has she directly said to me, Mom, can you take me to Paris? She hasn't said that. But she is so believing that Paris is happening for her. And she is excitedly telling everybody that she's going to Paris for her 9th birthday. She's telling everybody, and that's something that we just don't do, right? Because of that limiting belief that people might criticize us if we share our goals and our dreams of success with others, or even that belief that we grew up with that when it's your birthday, you're supposed to close your eyes, right? Close your eyes. And make a wish, but don't tell anyone because then that wish won't come true. Madison's doing the complete opposite. Her eyes are wide open. The eyes of her imagination are wide open. She's engaging her imagination. She's talking about it, and she's talking about it enthusiastically. She is living, dreaming, sleeping this trip to Paris, and she has no reference point other than her imagination and her intention that Paris is where she's going to be spending her 9th birthday, and she's been sharing that with others. And look what's happened. People are coming out of the woodwork, even people that she doesn't know, to support this vision for her, because she's opened her mouth and excitedly shared that goal with others, not with the intention that they're going to support her in it, but with the intention that I'm so excited about what my success is going to look like for my 9th birthday that I can't help but to share it. I can't help but want to wear a beret. I can't help but want to speak in a French accent. I can't help but to sign my thank you card in French. I just can't help it because I have now embodied this intention. I've completely embodied what success is going to look like for me. And a woman came out of the woodwork. My coworker came out of the woodwork. She's never met her. And is helping her along with her vision, is helping her to build that vision every single day since receiving the coloring book. Madison is coloring and drawing a scene in Paris. Nobody can ever tell me she's not going. I know she's going to go. I know it. How it's going to happen, I don't know. I'm as excited as she is to see how this manifests. But there's nothing that within me that says that it's not happening for her. It is happening for her. So tell me, what is your idea of success? I want to know. I want to know. I want you to share that enthusiastically with me. And if you're not clear, if life has just kind of crept up and beaten you down with some of those limiting beliefs and you're just not even really sure what your idea of success is anymore, we can do a tapping for that to get clear on what success will look like. So at the credit check point, really get that vibration going by holding your hand up to your sternum. Even though I'm not sure what success is going to look like for me, I deeply honor and appreciate myself. And even though I'm not certain what success is for me, I honor and appreciate myself. And even though I am not clear on what success is for me, I choose to love, honor, and appreciate myself. Success. I realize I've spent a lot of time thinking about failure, but not about my success. I haven't taken a lot of time to look at my success or what that will look like for me. I'm not really clear on what success will be for me. I wonder how long it's been like that. Maybe I'm afraid to look at what success will be like for me. Maybe that's why I'm not clear, because I'm afraid to look for it. Who will I be if I find it? I'm just going to forgive myself for that. As I think about what are those things that make me happy? What are those hopes and dreams that I dreamt when I was younger that made me excited? Maybe there are clues in that of what success would look like and feel like for me. What if I were to use my imagination about limitless possibilities? What if there was nothing stopping me? What would success look like for me then? Would I start my own business? Well, that sounds a little crazy. Maybe even irresponsible. But what if it was safe for me to do so? I mean, I'm not exactly impulsive. So what if I came up with a plan and put it safely on a piece of paper and studied that plan and added to the plan? That would be safe. I mean, it's just a piece of paper. Maybe someone would see it. What would they say? What could they say? It's just a piece of paper. And it is my plan. That would be safe. What if success for me looks like incorporating more exercise? Maybe losing some weight. I couldn't tell anyone that. What if I didn't do it? Then I would have failed. But what if it was safe for me to write down that weight loss goal and to imagine what success would look like for me in exercising more and losing the weight? Who could I share that with? That wouldn't be safe. Maybe they'd say, there she goes again. always dreaming. Well, what if I could make that safe? And maybe share it with a stranger, a safe stranger who could be safe. Maybe a personal shopper that I could share my goal with as I ask them to provide me with a transitional piece of clothing as I start my weight loss journey, my journey towards success. That would be safe. Or maybe success would look like a loving relationship. Who could I share that with? Oh, heck. I guess there are plenty of people I could share that with. I know lots of people who are looking for a relationship. Maybe I could share with a friend, a trusted friend, the type of love I'm looking for. That would be safe. Maybe even fun. But first I'd have to get clear on what it is I'm looking for. I choose to have some clarity on what success would look like. And I can do it in baby steps. I can start with what success would look like for me next week, or what a small success would look like for me next month. I can do it in baby steps. I can write it down. I can imagine it. And I can feel it. I choose to be excited about discovering what success is for me. Because I know that anything is possible. And even possible for me. And it's safe for me to imagine and write down my goals. And write down my dreams. And map it out. And go back and edit it. That would be safe. Revising as I go along. I choose to dream dreams and imagine and think about and feel what success would be like for me. Not competing with others, but for me. Not listening to the noise of what others think I should do, or what rules I should follow, but just imagining what it is for me. And take a deep breath. Go back to this tapping as often as you like. You may find that you've already started to have some ideas of what success would look like for you as you start to get clarity. And then write them down and imagine and enthusiastically share in ways that make you feel safe. I'm Keisha Dixon, the Tapping Queen.